Mr. Young Trader, this is the last call of the day. So as usual, we'll take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas, which have been wet and wild today. But first, we're going to take a look here at Netflix, NFLX. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Netflix. Now, this is just a look at this bullish chart here, okay? All the way from 23, come all the way down from 211, all the way to 725. Just an absolute beautiful chart. Now, look at that 8-day. See how that 8 simple moving average is moving up? The 21-day, your 50-day, your 100-day, bottom left, upper right, always very, very bullish. Okay, let's see where we stand here right now. Okay, so what we're really watching here on the upside is right here is going to be 711.97. Okay, so right now you're just a little bit above that. That is the key on the closing basis. If we can get above that, then we'll look to today's high, 716.21. We'll look to yesterday's high at 717.76 level here, okay? Then what we do, we just follow the candles, okay, 722.44. And then we're looking at here at 725.26. That's the breakout. You break out of that, you'll be pushing 750, probably 800, and probably moving towards the 1,000 area over time. Okay, so this here is just rocking and rolling very, very nicely. Now let's always look at the downside. Okay, that 8 SMA is lost, and what we'll do is we'll look to today's low. You're looking at 704.69. We'll look to the bottom of this candle here, 702.82, and then we'll come here at 701.25, and then 697.07, that 21-day, that's going to be very, very key. But you can see here, once it gets above the 8-day, how nice it rallies. Look at that, just beautiful. So again, on the downside, this is going to be a key level. It's going to be that 697.07 on the downside, and on the upside here, just watch this 8-day. We can crack that 8-day. You can head towards that 725. And that's the breakout. So what you have to do is see what happens when you get there. Okay, see now here's a perfect example. This ran all the way up here to 711.33, came down, and then went try to retest it, 707.89, and it couldn't get through. Okay, then it fell down. Then on the second try, then she got right on up. So always watch that. When you have that breakout at 725.76, see what it does. Does it pop up and then come back down again and sell right off? Or does it bust through and close above that? You close above that, she goes higher. Weekly chart, looking very, very good here. All you got to do is watch that key, 693.13. That's be right here below that 21 SMA there. And then we have all the way down here, 665.59 here. But right now, this is looking a very, very bullish chart. Looks like she just wants to go higher. Okay. Let's take a look here now at crude oil and net gas. Okay, here we have crude oil daily chart. Now, a lot of information came out today. The EIA report came out, and it was actually very, very bearish for crude here today. Now, remember, the natural gas EIA report will be out on a Thursday at 10:30. And then OPEC came out, and they're actually doing nothing, but they're looking at adding production in December. That makes no sense to me. But again, if that happens and they start adding production, then crude could fall right off the market very, very fast. And you could hit down in the 60s, probably 50-some level, 50 to 55 level there very, very quick. But we'll have to see how they do. They're going by whatever the information is. Now, today, you can see here, like yesterday, we had that because we had the attack. Iran sent some missiles there towards Israel. Most of them got intercepted. Now we've got to look at here what kind of retaliation Israel's going to do on Iran. Okay, so this is always going to be here in play. Now today you can see where it ran right on up here. Okay, we got as high as 72.49. You always look to the left of the chart. Right there, 72.40. You got 9 cents higher than what our resistance level was, which is no problem, but you never even made it to that 73 level here on the 50-day. Now, this is a big-ass topping tail. So when those futures open tonight at 6 o'clock, you want to watch today's high, that 72.49 and that 69.87. If that low is lost, then what we do is we come right here to this 8 SMA, 69.70, and we have that 21 simple moving average, 69.45. If that's lost, we'll come right over here to the top of this candle, 68.65. Then we just start rattling right on down, okay? 67.57, 67.06. 66.95, and then we have a retest down here, 66.33, and then there's your big boy target at 65.27 level. But again, I always like to show you where it could possibly go, but this has to close below that 8-day, close below that 21-day before we can head right on down. Upside here, what you got to do to watch is watch yesterday's high. That's going to be that 71.94. Watch today's high at that 72.49, and then watch this 50-day simple moving average at 73 here. The trading in this has been phenomenal. I mean, to me, this is my kind of trading. I just love it wet and wild. It reminds me of a girl I used to date. But anyway, when it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, you can get a lot of trades in there, and there's a lot of really good scalping. NVIDIA was a great scalp there today. Tesla was a really good scalp there on the short side with TSLS. So there's a lot of good movement going on here. Natural gas was a good trader today. So that's what you got to have, is you got to have the movement here so you can make that daily cash, okay? So again, what you want to do is watch them futures when they open. Watch today's high, watch today's low. That low is lost. You look to the 8-day, you look to the 21-day, and then we can go lower here. If we can get above yesterday's high, that's 71.94, then we looked at today's high, and then we look at our target here at 73. Now, again, we bust through that target. We can follow the candles, but realistically, you're going to be going to that 76.27 level, and then we're going to go right here to that 200-day at 77.28. So we got to see what's actually going to go on here. But remember, you have a war premium in here, and if that doesn't pan out here, and all of a sudden you get a ceasefire or whatever like this can come off very, very hard. Okay. Now RSI isn't showing us much here. 48. That's just medium. That's just a relative strength. Looking actually not too bad. And right there, your MACD, your green over your red, that's still showing good. But I don't like this topping tail. That's never good. All right, let's take a look here at Natty Gas. Okay, here we have natural gas daily chart. Let's just see what we got here. Okay. This is what we got going. Okay, so today we had this topping tail, but we have this sideways action, and the 8 days catching up very, very nicely. Now you can see here the blue line is this blue line is your 8 simple moving average. Bottom left, upper right. Same way at the 21, same way at the 50-day. This is a still very, very bullish chart. All we're doing is get some sideways action. Now, the EIA report will be out tomorrow at 10:30. We got to see. Usually there's some pretty good movement, and you can make some money right there at that 10:30 hour. Okay, very, very nice. So let's look at the downside. Well, you want to look at today's low, 2.87 flat. We come over here at 2.82, and then here's what we're looking at is 2.78. Now, when those futures open up here, this won't be 278. This will be higher. Okay, same with the 21-day, and it kind of moves all the way on up here. Now, again, if this is lost at 2.78, you want to look to the bottom there, 2.72. There's your gap, and then there's your fill at 2.65. Gap, fill is like a magnet to a fridge, okay? It can go down to the gap, and if it goes there, it can go right to that fill level, okay? That's lost. You've got a 21-day sitting all the way down here. But right now, this is bullish. Seasonality's in play. This is looking pretty good. Okay, upside, well, all you got to do is look at that price channel. See that? 2.948. Very, very nice. That's what you're looking for. That was bottom. It just retested. Always look to the left of the chart, because where it's been usually is where it's going back again. Okay. So what you have there? 2.948, 2.948. Today's high, 3 flat. Okay. Now this doesn't always work out like this, but look at there, 3 flat. Okay. So you lowest on the crude there. It came within 9 cents. This kid dead nuts with the 3 flat area. Okay. Now we rally above that right here, 309. 313, 315, that's the target, okay? So if you can see this thing start breaking out like it just did today, okay, I just went long. But once I seen this resistance over here, okay, at that 3 level, I sold into the resistance. You can always buy it back, okay? I can get in and out in trade in 10 to 15 seconds, okay, because I got everything already all set up. In my office, I got 2 PCs, I got 10 screens, everything real time, okay? So, and these are multiple charts. Now, I only show you kind of like the daily chart, and I'll show you some other charts there, but I got I got so many charts here, you can't even, all I got to do is just look up, and it's right there, okay? Now, you don't need a big trading system like that. I can trade off a tablet. I can trade off a phone. You know what I'm saying? But you always want to look at where the resistance levels are. That's where your targets are, okay? That's your upside target, just like it was today. That goes higher. There's your upside target at 309. And then all the way, you move all the way up. That's your target. And then we got to see what it does, what kind of reaction it has when it gets up there. Just like at this 3 level, what kind of reaction it had. It got there, and then what it did, it pulled right back, and he went back below that price channel. Okay? So what you want to do when those futures open up here, just watch today's high. That's 3 flat. Watch that low at 2.87. See where it goes. If it goes below that, then we're going to be looking down for the key level at that 8 SMA. You go above it, then we're looking for that 309, and then that 313, and that 315. Okay, RSI, very, very strong. You can see you're above the 7 level, but you know, it can stay there. It doesn't every time have to be like this, pop up and then come down. It can ride that. That's all of this is showing is just relative strength of the commodity. That's all it's showing. MACD, you can see the green over red. It just shows when that green goes over the red, that's momentum there to the upside, and that's what's happening. Where you can see this on the downside, see when that green crossed that red, okay, that shows momentum there to the downside unless it goes up. See, upside, downside. That's why you use the MACD, okay? You're looking for those cross, okay? You're looking for that cross, okay? When we had here, you're looking for that green to cross that red. That way you can do a short ski all the way on down. Over here, you're looking for that green to go above the red. Then you can go long ski all the way on down. So watch those futures, the high, the low, okay? And then watch this key, 8 simple moving average. So always when you're trading candles, you always want to watch that high, the low, and the closing. Those are your support and resistance levels. Very, very easy. Okay, I'll be back here tomorrow morning by 7 o'clock, and we will do it all over again. Thanks for watching.